Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, my name is Akida Rifinovi and today we will discuss about the Evidence Act 1872. In a court, we cannot take everything we want as evidence. Section 5 of the Evidence Act, which also talks about it. There are a lot of more sections which it talks about it, but section 5 is one of them. So what is section 5 is saying? Section 5 is talking about that evidence may be given as fact in issue and relevant fact. So what is fact in issue and what is relevant fact? In order to know this, we need to know what is fact. So today we will discuss what is fact in issue and what is relevant fact with some example. So firstly, we will know what is fact. Then we will jump into fact in issue and relevant fact. So, if we go through section 3, there we will know what is fact in issue, and what is relevant fact. So, firstly, fact. If we go section 3, there we will find two kinds of fact: physical fact and psychological fact. So what is physical fact? There it is written that physical fact is fact which we can perceive by our senses, or physical fact is a thing which we can perceive by our senses. There are 5 senses in human body. There are vision, taste, smell, hearing, another thing I forget, which is smell, hearing, taste, touch. So there are 5 things. So if I heard something, then that will be a fact. If I see something or if I saw something, then that will be a fact. Such as I saw X killed Y. Here I saw that X killed Y. So this is a fact because it is perceived by seeing. So this will be a fact. If I heard some thing like a person is shooting another person by gun, then here also I am hearing something. It will be also a fact. If we can perceive anything by these 5 senses, then it will become a fact. This fact is known as physical fact because we can perceive it by our 5 senses. But what is then psychological fact? Now we will know what is psychological fact. Someone has intention, knowledge, good faith. These are psychological fact. This we cannot perceive by our senses. There in section 3 it is written any mental condition which a person is aware. So now if we can really understand what is fact, then we can easily understand what is fact in issue and what is relevant fact. A fact will become fact in issue when there will be a dispute regarding that particular fact between the parties. Then that will become a fact in issue. If we go through section 3, there also we will find the definition of fact in issue. A fact will be fact in issue when there will be a dispute regarding the existence or non-existence of any right, liability or disability. Here one party will assert that there is a existence of right, liability or disability, and the other will deny that there is a right or liability or disability. So there will be a dispute regarding particular fact. If we take an example, it will be more clear to us. For example, if A kill B, okay, then there this is a fact. when it will be a fact in issue. If A deny that he kills B, then that will be a fact in issue. If A accept that he kills B, then it will not remain as a fact in issue, then it will become a facts. Then if he accept that, then there might be a question arise whether if A has intention of killing B, then this might be a issue, then this will also be a fact in issue. If this issue is resolved, then there might be a question whether A kill B in private defense. If this issue also be resolved, then there might be a question arise whether A was in unsound mind killed B. If that particular issue is also be resolved, then there might be question arise whether A has gotten grave or sudden provocation from B. If the parties don't assert or deny regarding a particular fact, then it becomes a fact. It not remain as a fact in issue, because there is no assertion or denial of any right, liability or disability regarding existence or non-existence of that right, liability or disability. When there is a dispute regarding a fact, then and there a fact in issue will be arised. So if we understand fact in issue, then we need to understand what is relevant fact. Okay, relevant fact are the facts which are connected with fact in issue. So how we can understand which facts are connected with fact in issue and which are not? If we go through section 5 to section 55 of the Evidence Act 1872, we will clearly understand what facts will be a relevant fact and what facts will be a irrelevant fact. So in order to know a relevant fact, we need to go through section 5 to section 55. Now if we take an example, what are the relevant fact? A person's previous and subsequent conduct may be a relevant fact. In fact, or the preparation a person made before a offense may be a relevant fact. As for example, if A killed B by poisoning his food. Here, if there is a particular fact that A buys that particular if there is a particular fact that A buys that particular poison from the from any shop before killing B, then that particular buying or that particular fact will be a relevant fact regarding that particular offense. So in short, a fact will be a fact in issue when there will be a dispute regarding that particular fact between the parties, then that will be a fact in issue. But relevant facts are the fact which is connected with fact in issue, and if we want to find which will gonna be a relevant fact, we need to go through section 5 to section 55. So these are the main concept which we need to know regarding fact, fact in issue and relevant fact. Thanks for watching this video.